But those people learned how to be kind in a time where, the world was pretty much against them. And I have to say that, I learned how to be kind through the eyes of other people, through the expectations of others. And most of all, through the fact that most people in my life, kindness was considered a weakness, because if you showed any type of kindness towards a person, that meant that you were giving in to who that person was, or you were scared of them or something like that, And what I learned was the reason why we were told to be nice is because it's a way to get by and it's a way to survive. So the reason I make choices to be kind is because I know that the word says that love is, love is kind. So it never said love is nice. So I think a lot of us need to really take heed to what kindness is and what it is not, so that we can understand that it's okay to go into situations and, you can speak to people or not. There is no, oh, you must or you better do this, because if you don't, then you're a bad person, right? Some people are nice enough to speak, but that is not how they actually feel. I would rather you genuinely be a person full of joy than be somebody who's just smiling and saying whatever, like, hey, how you doing? And really don't mean it, because that in itself is dishonest, and that's not love. I think we would have better interactions in this world if we were very much so honest and genuine with one another, to the point where we develop a kinship versus just a nice ship. Like actually have relationship, actually converse with one another, and actually be kind enough to lend our ear and our time, true kindness. So to me, that's what I am, because I only offer people true kindness. I never offer anybody niceness, because niceness gets me nowhere. It never has.
I like that. I agree with that on a lot of people in my life. Like, I see them being nice, and it makes you wonder, like, is that how you really are? Are you really like caring or concerned about how I feel, or is this just performative? And I don't discount them either way. Like, if that's you, that's you. That you got to grow through and learn through that. But I also see being kind as having boundaries, and being kind enough to be like, look, not today. I'm not there yet. So going back to that same situation with that person, I said, even if you didn't want to engage in a conversation or engage going forward with that person, you could have explained that and just left it alone. Or sometimes saying nothing at all if you feel like someone is baiting you or egging you on. Like, that's kindness too. And I think sometimes we take that for granted, that, we think we have to, like, overly show, like, oh, I don't have an ought against you. I'm not mad at you. Sometimes just being quiet is kind. The other person that was involved with the altercation, watching them step back and being like, I need to remove myself from the situation. That's kindness, because it could have elevated and got worse. It could have been so much worse than what it was. So I agree. I think that's something that as a whole, when I say a whole, I mean a community, as a people, we need to be better at teaching even our children. It's not about just being nice. It is more about making sure that we have the right type of love, the right type of care when we're dealing with our brothers and sisters. It goes back to the action. Like, what is the action behind the why are you being nice? Because if it's manipulative, then you're already falling into a sin pattern. If you're trying to do it to please others or to receive accolades, then it's already done with the wrong motive. So again, it goes back to personal reflection, like making sure you are a kind person, making sure you are nice. Can I ask, like, on your journey to being kind,